Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays, and today we're going to play a game called Hand of Fate Ordeals. It's not Dragon Eclipse, which I know I've been promising to get back to the table. I got into the midst of setting up Dragon Eclipse, and then I borrowed this game from my friend Darren, and I thought, I'm just going to play this for a little bit. And there's a reason behind it. He's had this game for about 4 years, and I've never once played it. They've always played it when I wasn't there, and we just never got around to it. And I didn't really even know anything about it. So when we played it, I didn't realise that it was like a deck builder, which is just sort of probably one of my favourite types of games. So yeah, really keen to play a little bit solo. I don't think it's going to be a very good solo game. I think it's going to be just an okay solo game, maybe. Thunderstone Quest is good, but I think it's better at multiplayer. I feel like this is similar to Thunderstone Quest and will have that same sort of feeling. So this is our board. This is my character. His name is Maleclipse, and he's wielding a rusty axe, and that's basically it for him. I'll explain everything that's happening here. So in this mission, we are facing off against the Jack of Dust. So in the normal game, you face off against 3 different royalties throughout the course of the game: a jack, a queen, and a king. In the solo game, you play it as a type of campaign, and each scenario has its own win condition. And in the first scenario, you play against the jack, and the second you'll play against the queen, and so on. So a little bit different to the normal game, but this way there's kind of like a win condition rather than just who can get to the end and have the most points. This little area that you see here is actually the board. So this is us. Hiya! And you can see we're here at the town as the starting location of the town. It's a deck builder. So we have a starting deck of cards. We have Strive, Hack, and Forage. So the yellow symbol, that is an effort. So we use that to buy cards and do certain other things. The red is a power. We use that to attack enemies with, and the green is an apple. We use that to move around the map. So I'll shuffle this and deal out our starting decks, and then I'll shuffle the deck over here, which is very large. So in this mission that we're playing, which is, I might actually grab that out, it's the first in the royalty expansion campaign. It is called the Dust campaign, and we are playing the first mission, which is called the Daylight Raid. So our objective, if we zoom in, is to defend the city. We win when we have 35 or more fame and all enemy tokens are removed from the central board. We lose if there are no minion cards remaining in any of the wave piles. So the normal game doesn't include these little enemy cards, the enemy tokens, but these represent monsters that are moving to attack the city, the town, and these stacks that I have pre-deployed are the various minions that will be represented by these tokens. So we have to try and stop them from getting to the town as much as possible. I've done a practice game. It was quite a challenge. I don't know if we'll have a victory here, but we'll do our best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll explain the basic flow of the game. I'll just give this a shuffle while we're here. Just like every deck builder, you get dealt 5 cards and you spend those 5 cards to purchase new cards, hopefully, and improve your deck. However, this game also has an equipment section. So if you purchase a piece of equipment, which hopefully we'll see, there's an equipment. So the equipment card will let you, oh, there's some good ones there. Some good ones. Tip the odds while bound to your weapon. Any turn you play 2 or more, you may destroy 1 card. Okay, cool. Completely lost my train of thought there, but what we are looking at is these cards as cards we can purchase at a cost of the bottom left. And there are 3 types of archetypes in the game. There's tricksters, which are these blue ones, which is what my character represents. The red ones, which are soldiers, and the green ones, which are wanderers. Now, you don't have to do a specific one. You can buy all tricksters or half tricksters, half whatever you want. But they obviously have some synergies that kind of work together. So You also have the option to buy a Flourish, which is like your generic card, which is slightly better than your starting card. We might also get curses and other stuff like that. This dice will come into play a little bit later on, and that's pretty much it. So we've got our starting cards. We've got 2 Forages and 3 Strive. Okay, so let's get started. So this is going to be my turn counter. So in the solo version of this particular mission, these little tokens don't move on the first turn, they move every second turn. So we'll be moving evens, will move. So these 2 forage cards, all they do is they get me green apples that I spend to move. If I wanted to move now, draw any 3 attack cards. Do I want to buy this Wanderer's Spear? It's 3 Strive. I can do that. While you're on an encounter that was revealed this turn, gain 3 combat power. The full strike bonus of this weapon can still be used in an ambush. That's a pretty good item, but it is heavy, and we can't use a shield with it. The other option is this Tip the Odds, and that allows us to destroy cards, which is generally a very good option. So that we can come back to. So I'm going to get this Tip the Odds for 3 cost. And that's it. I'm not moving anywhere in this turn. You can buy cards from these locations, but you can only buy the specific type of card that's available at your location. So if I was to move somewhere else, I may not have been able to have my selection of cards that I wanted to purchase. So this automatically gets replenished. Ooh, a Skeleton King's Helm. Oh, that is awesome as well. We've got to get some good stuff. 5 cards. I can tell you exactly what they are. Cautious Strike. Okay. So another cool thing about this game over some other deck builders is something that you can do with your weapons. So when you normally get a combat card in a game, if you don't have any enemies to fight that turn, the combat card's kind of wasted. Well, here, this is the binding value of the weapon, and you can actually bind power cards to it, and they stay there turn by turn. However, you have to pay for it to keep them, and if you don't pay for it, you lose the card. So it's kind of a cool trade-off where you can get improved power for combats, but you lose effort, which is what gets you more cards. So we'll just bind that there, and we have 4 effort to spend. The question is, do we want to move? The only 4 effort one I can get is this Cautious Strike, which is a 2 combat. I really want to get one of these other ones. Now let's move. We'll spend an apple to move across to here. This is turn 2, by the way. Expect me to miss that multiple times. And these guys move towards the town. So we'll move 1 space to here. The Blacksmith. All right. So when you have a location, it comes out with a certain number of cubes on it, and that indicates how many times the action on the encounter can be used. We can't buy any cards here, but it's because we use that. So we are going to use this action, which is discard cards from the dealer's deck until we reveal 2 equipment cards. You may acquire one of these for 1 less. So equipment cards, a Captain's Pistol, Health Elixir. After your strike bonus, you may spend 2 to destroy 1 card in your hand, and it costs 4. We'll buy that. We'll buy a Captain's Pistol. So when you buy an item, it immediately gets equipped on your board, and that is all. So the Captain's Pistol is on our board. Hiya! That's great. Okay, I'm probably going to do that again. All right, so turn 3. I'd really like to see a lot of influence. So hopefully we can get a lot of influence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Influence, of course, I mean effort. Now, start of the next turn, we have a decision to make. 4, that's pretty good. If we want to retain our hack, it's attached to our weapon, or if we want to discard it, and I think we will discard it. We'll play the forage. That gets us a food. Just turn 3. And we're going to do that again. So we're going to look for equipment cards. An immovable object is offhand armor. Oh, that pistol was in the wrong spot too. Ooh, it's a weapon. All right, that's always good when you get a weapon. And we can afford it too. So we can afford both of them. What's our choice? So this is 1 attack and we can bind 4 cards to it if 3 or more attack cards are bound. That is incredible. Immovable object, if you did not move this turn, that's armor. Wow. Offhand, dual wield. All right, we're going to take the sharpened blades for sure. So that's going to cost us 1, 2, 3. We don't have any other effort that we can spend, so we will just equip the blades there. That goes away. And we'll shuffle these back into the deck. So that was turn 3. So turn 4, the critters are moving, and we need to do something about it, but we still haven't really got enough combat power. All right, boom, boom, boom on turn 4. 1, 2, 3. I need 4, 5. 4, 5. Alright, so we'll play the forage for a food. We have this tip the odds, which is a card that is bound, so that's fine. And then we've got 3 effort that we can spend on cards. We'll probably purchase a flourish, but what we're going to do now is fight a combat against this monster. So this is turn 4, and so I'll just move these out of the way. When you engage in a combat, you will use your weapon's strike bonus to add 2 cards from your top of your deck to add power. If we roll an apple, we get no benefit. I'm used to getting apples there. Cool, and so we are facing off against these 2 monsters. We have a 1 of goblins and a 2 of scales. Okay, so what we're going to do is explain how combat works. It's pretty straightforward. This is the attack value that you need to meet. This is the reward, and this is also a reward, and sometimes you suffer a penalty. Now, oh, what's portal? Portal's one of the expansion keywords. I'll have to look that up actually. Portal. Portal. Maybe it's not, maybe it's in the main one. I'm not going to fail to do that, so that's okay. So we've bound these 2 cards to our weapon down here. And basically just assign cards to attack the creatures with. However, because of a keyword on this guy, protection, the first card we assign to him is ignored. So we can assign Myron's sharpened blades, which will do no damage. Done. And then we'll assign both of these 2 tip the odds and hack to the 2, and that defeats that. And so that will get us 2 victory points plus a shard, and these are used to buy stuff. After your strike bonus, you may spend 2 to destroy 1 card in your hand. I will do exactly that. I'll spend those 2 to destroy this strive, and that will gain our weapon 1 damage. And so if we do it in a different way, we do this first, then we put the weapon onto the 2 of scales, and then we'll put the 1 on the goblin. We're going to defeat that goblin as well. That's going to be an extra victory point and an extra shard, and we suffer no damage. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you use your weapon card things that are bound to your weapon, they're discarded. And that is now defeated, and we go on to turn 5. Forage and 4 basics. So we'll play the forage. We'll move up 1. A bustling mark. Oh my god. So we can only do that once. Spend 3 to acquire any attack or action card from the dealer's row. Well, this is a 5 and this is a 6. Yeah, I think we've got to take the 5. Yeah, so we'll go take your reward, and that's at a cost of 3, and that goes into our discard pile. But we can only do that once, and we can do that. So turn 6, this guy moves, and this guy appears back on the board. Alright, we need to see some attack cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to buy some attack cards. Alright, well we're going to move 1 by using our apple. We'll move across to here. Yeah. Mr. Lionel. So we can afford to hold off for 1 turn here. Spend 1 to discard cards until you reveal a shield. This is an offhand trinket. Do we want a shield? No, we've got dual wield weapons, so we can't use a shield. Alright, so I think we're going to fight that guy. So we could potentially use that. So we will be able to, and we'll spend that to gain an apple back. We'll be able to spend 2 to give our weapon +1, which is nice. So let's see who we're facing off against. We have a 2 of scales and a 3 of scales. That is awful. Okay, so we do our binding bonus. So we're going to bind 2 cards. 1, just don't be an apple. Oh, the 3, that is awesome. If you play or have played another trickster card this turn, gain a shard. So I think we can win this combat without spending our captain's pistol. So let's walk through it. This guy says, if the jack has been defeated, this minion gains protection 1. The jack has not been defeated. And so we just need 3 to kill him. We'll play our take your reward, which is a 3. And that defeats him, which gets us 2 shards and 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. The 2 shards takes us to a full 5. It's a big thing, which is nice. And this guy's got protection 1, so we need 2 to kill him. But we also need to discard the first card, so that's the first card. 1, 2. We didn't need to spend that. However, if we use that, we can destroy a card in our hand. So let's do that. I kind of want to get rid of an apple. No, that's fine. So that's awesome. So that was 2. Oh, so we got 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we've got 8 victory points. And this goes back to here. And that was turn 6. So moving on to turn 7, if we can stop this guy, 1, 2, 3, we will be very good. But we want to get some soldier cards. Okay. The 2 apples being in hand is terrible, but it does mean that we know for sure we're not going to have them bound to our weapons. So we'll bind that there. We'll keep these 2. Actually, I might keep 1 in hand. I'll spend 1 and I'll move 2. 1, 2. And we shall reveal the desert. Oh no, that's an ambush. So, oh, wrong one. So the desert is an ambush, so that means we actually have to fight the minions right now as our action. We can't do anything else. So we have to deal ourselves 3 minions. 1, 2, 3. and have to fight them. So, okay. So we are going to bind weapons. Because it's an ambush, we only bind one. All right, we will shoot this weapon, our pistol to get +1. So, if you fail to defeat this minion, if you defeat, yeah, okay. Dust minions gain 1. There's no dust minions. Scales, plague. So our weapon is 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we'll shoot our this one of plagues. That gets us 1 victory point. We'll shoot this 3 at the 3 of plagues, which is 2 victory points plus a shard. So we're at 11. And then these are gone. We now have the option to press on or take our licks. So if we take our licks, we're going to roll the dice 1 time and suffer the penalty. However, if we press on, we spend 1 of our food. We still suffer 1 dice roll, but we get to add another weapon to our weapon bonus, and that could potentially be the 3. How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 1 in 4 chance. We can do it 3 times, but I'd suffer 3 damage. Or we can just accept that we can't defeat this guy. Yep, we can't defeat that guy. It's a waste to give up that card. So we suffer 2 damage, 1, 2, and that guy runs away. Or we run away rather. And that was our turn 7. So on turn 8, boo, this guy's going to move onto the town and we are going to lose 4 and 4. We're going to lose 8 victory points. We're down to 3. All that work gone. At least we didn't have to fight those 2 guys. That would have been awful. 1, 2, 3. This guy moves and this guy appears as well. 4. Okay, so this time we're going to bind our trickster card and we're going to take our reward. So if you play another trickster card this turn, gain a shard. And this says, while bound to your weapon, any turn that you play 2 or more trickster cards, you may destroy 1 card in your hand or discard pile. I will destroy another strive. I'm going to spend a strive and I'm going to spend a forage. So the strive, we can afford a 4. So I think we'll buy this Cautious Strike, which is another attack card. And that is all. There's only 1 cube there now. So turn 9, so we need to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, we get that damn apple. All right, let's spend 1 to keep our tip the odds there. We'll apply a hack. We'll spend a food to go 1 space to here. The barracks, spend 4 influence to clear 1 space of advancing minions. We only have 2. So we'll spend another food to move up to here. And we will face off against these creatures. So this time there's 3 minions that we have to face off against. A 2 of skulls. So this is when this minion is revealed, take 1 curse card unless you discard 1 card. We will discard 1 card. No, actually, we'll take the curse card. Is I'm going to spend those 2 to get rid of a strive. No, actually, let's spend the 2 to destroy 1 card in your hand. No, that's in our discard pile. Okay. So we can't do that, so yeah, we'll discard that to get rid of the bad luck instead of that. Okay, so our attack, we have attack 1, 2, 3, and we flip 2 cards on our strike bonus. 1, come on, 3, 2. Alright, so 2 of skulls, 3 of mages, 2 of plagues. So we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's got protection 1. Summon the Lich. Alright, so we are going to spend our tip the odds, which is a 1 to clear the protection. We'll then spend 1, 2, 3 to clear the 3 of mages. And that gets us 2 victory points. 1, 2. And a shard. 2 shards. And then that's gone and that's gone. And then we can defeat 1 of these guys. And I know that the next card in here is my 3. So I am going to press on. So we're going to kill this guy, which gets us 1, 2, and a shard. And then that's using both of these weapons. And then we spend a food. We suffer the penalty from this. Ugh. 1, 2, 3. But we get to bind 1 more weapon. Oh, look, it's a 3. And we defeat him, which gets us 2 victory points. 1, 2, and 1 of these. More importantly, that goes away. We get some breathing room now. It's round 10. This guy moves, this guy moves, this guy moves. We've got a few turns up our sleeve. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we just need to get some more attack cards now. That helmet. So we'll bind that to our weapon. We'll spend that for food. And we'll get 1, 2, 3. Do we get a tip the odds again, or do we get a flourish? We get a flourish. Just want to decide if I spend some food to move across. Yep, let's spend some food to move across. A daylight raid. That can happen once. Destroy 3 cards in the dealer's row. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't be food. Alright, we will spend 1 to keep our hack bound to our weapon. And then we will bind tip the odds. We will bind cautious strike. We'll play take your rewards and that. So we're going to gain a shard. It's a good start, friends. It's a good start. Because we played a trickster card. And while bound to your weapon, any turn that you play 2 or more cards as a trickster card, you may discard 1 card in your hand or discard pile. Destroy. Sorry. And then we're going to move. Actually, let's not move. Let's attack right where we are. Yep. We've got 4. Actually, if we just play that, we can destroy that to get +1 if we need it. Yep. So we're going to take on this row of minions here. There is 3 of them. A 2 of dust, a 1 of dust, and a 3 of dust. It's a dusty time. Now 3 or more attack cards are bound to our weapon at the start of combat, so our combat value of our sharpened blades is 3. And if we wanted to, we could make it 4, destroying this strive. I don't think we need to, but do we want to get rid of the strive? Yes. Yes, we do. So we're going to spend 2. No. No, we won't. We'll keep those. So 1, 2, 3 smashes him. 1 smashes him. 1, 2, 3 smashes him. So that is going to get us 5 victory points. So we're at 14. And it's going to get us 2 more shards. And then, because of these, this says if you fail to defeat this minion, all cards cost 1 more. We didn't fail. If you defeat this minion, all cards in the dealer's row cost 1 less. If you defeat this minion, gain 1 effort, and you may acquire a card of any archetype this turn. So I think we're going to buy this Battle Cry. No, let's buy Flurry. Do we have any other soldier cards? Or we could buy this. No, let's buy... We don't have any other soldier cards, so that's a bit of a shame. Let's buy the Battle Cry, because we can. And then hopefully we'll get some soldier cards come out like that. Okay, so this monster chip is now gone. We've cleared everyone in that row. Turn 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get, oh yes, an apple gets us a food. So we'll move 1, 2, 3. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to buy the Harvest. And we're going to buy the Empowering Assault. If you defeat a minion, destroy 1 card in the dealer's row. Oh, I lied. We can't go there. Let's actually go there to buy that card. Those 2 cards. Yep. 1, 2. A health elixir. Yes, give me that. That heals 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's turn 12. So this guy moves to here. This guy moves to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bind this weapon, we're going to bind this weapon, we're going to bind this weapon, and then we're going to do nothing else. We've got 1 effort, so that's fine. So those get discarded. Turn 13, we're going to move up and fight that guy. We just need to buy that health elixir next. What we need is some food. We don't get food, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going anywhere. Come on, this will be the first time I've wanted food. No, no, no. Yes, food. All right, so we need to spend 3, 1, 2, 3, to keep our 3 cards bound to our weapon. We'll spend 2, or gain 2 food rather, 1, 2. And that also lets us draw a card. And then we will spend that food to move up to here. Our encounter is going to be against this 3 creatures, and we have 5 effort to spend after this. This is going well. Could be a chance here. 2 of goblins, 4 of plague, 3 of mages. Because we have 3 or more attack cards bound to our weapon, this is gaining 2. We are going to bind 1, 2, 1, 2. So this says draw 3 cards, bind any attack cards drawn to this weapon, even if it would exceed the binding limit. So that's an attack card, 1. Two, no, 3, no. Okay. If you defeat a minion, destroy a card in the dealer's row. So this initially looks pretty poor, but we can use that to get rid of protection, which is awesome. So we're going to do that. We're going to use our battle cry to clear the protection from this. And then we will use our sharpened blades, because we have 3 attack cards bound to the weapon for 3, to kill the mages. That gets us 2 shards and 2 victory points. 1, 2. 2 shards takes us to 3 complete ones. Come on, Deno. Come on, son. And then we can spend this one and this one to defeat the 2 of goblins, but we're actually better off going these 3 to defeat the 4 of plagues. If you defeat this minion, you may destroy 1 card in your hand and or 1 card in your discard pile. We'll destroy that. That's another 3 victory points. We're at 19. And 2 shards. Come on, Deno. This guy, we don't have to suffer any penalty for not killing him. We don't have enough combat power to kill him. However, we can still press on because we have a food. And that will let us kill him. Which gets us 1 victory point and a shard. 20. Remember, 35 is our number. That guy goes back to the start. It's turn 14, he appears. This guy presses down to here. Oof, and these are gone. 1. Food is going to be our problem now. Food, glorious food. Cool little game. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've 2 criticisms of the game. Oh, look at this. Yes. So we'll play our harvest, which gets us 2 food and allows us to draw a card. Oh, I had 5 stuff to spend. See, I'm going to get that health elixir just so I can spend that to clear. Oh, intimidate. For each attack card bound to your weapon, gainer. Whew. 1, 2, 3. We may take that action. Let's get down there and do it now. 1, 2. We use this, which is draw 3 cards, bind any attack cards drawn this way to your weapon. 1, 2, 3. Even if it would exceed its binding limit, no attack cards. Boo. We're going to fight here. We have 3 attack cards bound to our weapon, so that's going to be an attack 3. What do we got? A 1 of skulls, a 2 of plague, and a 2 of goblins. This should be easy pickings for us. That food is wasted. 1 of skulls, 2 of plagues, and a 2 of goblins. So this is a 3, we kill him. This is a 2, we kill him. This is a 1, we kill him. That's 4 victory points. Plus 2 more shards to take us to, whoa, we've got like 20, 21 shards. You can spend those leading into the next campaign, so that's cool. So turn 15, we have 3 effort to spend. Just going to use my health potion now. 1, 2, 3 to restore 3 health. And Wanderer's Spear. No, we won't do that. One, two, three, four, 5. These blades have been awesome. Okay. 3 food right now. Draw a card. 5 to spend. So let's buy the flurry. We'll bind, tip the odds, and we will play cautious strike. We're going to gain a shard because we played that. Do we want to fight these dust minions? I think we will. I think we will. So we're going to put the flurry back. We're not purchasing that till after you do the combat. We'll fight the minions. We're going to bind. Oh no, we don't have 3 bound to our thing. Okay, we won't fight the minions. Now let's do it. Let's do it. So we get a 1 and a 1. 3 minions off the top. Dust have an extra health. That's a Scales, a Goblin. Dust. So if we defeat all 3 enemies, we gain 1 shard and 2 effort. So this one tags him. This one tags him. And that allows us to destroy a card in the dealer's row. We'll destroy that. Oh, Dream of the Dragon. Cool. And then we'll tap this onto him for protection, and then we'll spend the 2 to kill him. So that's 4. We're at 28. Plus 1, 2 shards. And because we defeated, we got 5. And because we defeated a, no, that's fine. So I think instead we might actually take this Dragon Breath. It's looking good, friends. 16, this guy moves, this guy comes on. 1, 2, 3. So that's Desert is now done. We can't do that again. 4, 5. We'll bind this hack. We'll play this as an action, which is draw 3 cards, bind any attack cards this way. 1, 2, 3. Just 1 attack card and both of our food. We'll spend our 3 food to move 1, 2, 3. And we will fight that guy. So we're going to bind 2 more cards. 1, 2. And we have 4 to spend should we successfully defeat this guy. And this is the last minion from this row. We have a 2 of skulls, a 1 of skulls, and a 2 of dust. 1, 2, bang, 1, bang, 1, 2, 3, bang. We have to discard a card unless you, when this minion is revealed. And if you defeat this minion, gain 1, and you may acquire a card of any archetype. So we have 4. And we will buy the Intimidate doesn't really benefit us too much. We'll buy tip the odds. That's 5 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 33. Come on, Deno. Come on. All right. Defeating that guy removes that row. So we just have this one. 17. We need 2 more victory points. We haven't seen the jack yet. Food's going to be the problem here if we don't get food. I'd like to buy this helmet. I don't know if we get to keep equipment going to the next mission, but if we do, I'd really like that helmet. Come on, food. So we'll gain 2 food and we'll draw a card. We'll bind this to our weapon. We'll bind this to our weapon. We'll bind this to our weapon. The 2 food, if this is the jack, we could move to here and potentially fight the jack. But we need to kill these guys. And if we don't get food next turn, we can't. Because they're going to move to here next turn. 1, 2. It's a bit of a risk. Because if that's not the jack, I don't know what it could be. The safer play is just to move down there to the barracks and do nothing. Our fortune favours the bold. Will you spend an apple to move to here? Ah, Smuggler's Wharf. Okay, it's a combat. Fight 2 minions. At the end of this combat, you may move to the town. That's great stuff. Fight 2 minions. What are 2 minions going to do to me? Ooh, a 4 of skulls and a 3 of skulls. When this minion is revealed, take a curse card. Cool. So we're going to flip this. And we're going to flip this. And that says draw 3 cards, bind any attack cards. There's an attack card. So yes, so we have very much enough to defeat those, which takes us to 38, plus another 3 shards. We don't have enough influence, but we are going to move straight back to the town. Oh, that's so good. We draw that. All right, it's turn 18. So this guy moves to here. We have successfully completed the mission, assuming we can survive this onslaught. If we get our food thing, we'll probably just go and chase them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got our harvest again. That was such a good buy. Draw 1 card. Boom. Bind. 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 We have 2 of those. We could move here to fight that. We know that's the jack. So if I move 1, 2, 3 to here and fight the jack, it gets us more victory points. And unless this is like 12... No, we're just going to go here and fight this guy. It's not worth risking. It's not worth risking. Cool, so we're going to flip 2 cards. Hey-ya. Hey-ya. And we're going to face off against these last creatures. It's a 4 of scales, a 1 of plague, and a 3 of skulls. This is worth 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll just flip the 4 of scales. 1 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4 to defeat that guy. So we get another 7 victory points to go to 45. as well as 3 shards. Okay, well that is great. I have not defeated that scenario. I've only played it once, but have not defeated that. So what happens? What happens, Deno? You win. You have 35 more fame and all enemy tokens are removed from the central board. Done. The scenario will end when all enemy tokens have been cleared off and there are no more minions to spawn. Excellent. So that's it. So we move on to the next scenario, and that'll be the next episode. It's called The Thieves' Reward. Cool. I'll set that up and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Yeah, let's talk very briefly about the game. It's a cool little game. It's a deck builder, which I always like. It reminds me a lot of Thunderstone Quest, but this is quite cool. And these are generally quite different. The archetypes are fun. The royalties are really fun. But the equipment is very varied. Some of it seems exceptional, and then some of it seems not so exceptional. And if you don't get any equipment draws early, like without this blacksmith, we wouldn't have had any equipment, and we might have had a stabby spear, and that would have made this mission a lot harder. So the locations, this is the Jack, by the way, the locations are predetermined for each of the scenario missions. So that's obviously one that's designed to try and build you up. This one gets you a shield. This one lets you acquire any card for 3. This one lets you get 2 equipment cards. So it's sort of designed to try and help you get some equipment and get yourself starting. I'm not sure if we keep that. I'm going to go and read about the campaign to campaign. But yeah, we'll finish this little campaign. It's only 3 missions. The royalty expansion comes with 3 campaigns. And then the actual core game has a campaign as well. Don't bother trying to find this game. Like you probably can't actually buy it anymore. It's pretty much gone. Yeah, the company went out of production. So my mate Darren's got this copy, which is great. If you see a copy for second hand, it's a fun little game. You'll probably get it for pretty cheap. Yeah, good little game. I recommend it. So let's dive in and we'll start the next scenario. And I'll catch you then. Big 10.